Hey honeys, me here. It is, let's see. Oh my gosh. January 23rd, 2026. Time right now is 6:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let me share the live out here. I don't have anybody in here, but I'm just talking to myself. Also, I'm going to be reposting this on the tube that is you. How do I do this? Why is this so hard for me? I'm on the struggle bus. I don't want to flip my camera. I don't want to pause the live. And pull. Lighting. What the hell? How do I do this? Oh my gosh, what is going on? Did they change something since I went live last time? This is really weird. Huh. What is going on? Sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to figure out. I literally just came on live and I'm trying to figure out how to share it out to people so that they actually know that I'm live. What is going on? This is different than last time. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm just going to go with it. If people see I'm live, they see that I'm live. If they don't, oh well, it wasn't meant to be. So apparently this is my live shirt because I wore this the last time I went live. Hi, Debbie. Hi, you guys. How's everybody doing on Friday night? Last time I was on, it was like in the middle of day, smack dab in the middle of the week on a Wednesday. So we had a decent group of people in there. Hi, Jen. Okay. You know, Gia Prism had posted, was it yesterday, that she feels like we're like in this weird, like this quiet cyclone of, you know, a tornado. And I totally feel that. I feel like there's like a lot of stuff going on, but it's almost like, I don't know. I feel completely like zoomed out from it, if that makes sense. Thanks for liking and for sharing the live. This is only my 4th time ever going live, so still very new to me doing this. But yeah, I didn't get around to doing a pendulum message or oral or tarot card pull today just because I had a lot of stuff. I had my own therapy appointment this morning, and then this afternoon I was meeting with my kiddos' school counselors because PHP is ending on Monday, so they're going to be able to go back to school on Tuesday. So, and they were hospitalized on November 9th. So long time out of school. So it's going to be almost like and especially since coming out with the whole gender dysphoria thing, like they're reintroducing themselves. So busy. But I figured, you know, if people have like questions or whatever that they want me to like pull a card on or something like that, I'm happy to do that. Because there's wild stuff. Hi, Susie Positive. How you doing, honeys? Hi, Karma. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I'm going to open my Dr. Pepper Zero. It's not a Miller Lite, I promise. You're doing great. Good. Does anybody have any fun plans this weekend? Cooking turkey noodle soup. That sounds delicious. Venia. Oh, I love Venia. It says Dumpy is hanging on by a thread. Blue. I'm going to call him Blues will be in no later than this summer. Dude, yeah, I feel like that's completely possible. Okay, sleepy as hell and battling. Oh, kidney stones. Oh, hell no, Susie. No. Honeys, I'm sorry. Those are awful, dude. You know what's really weird is my husband had kidney stones like in the summertime, and not a month later, my father-in-law and my husband's uncle, so my father-in-law's brother, they had kidney stones. I was like, is this shit contagious? What's happening? Prepping for the big storm. What area are you in, if you don't mind sharing? Like, general-ish. Hi, Laura. Any stone anywhere hurts like crap. Yeah, for sure. Got the CT scan on Tuesday. Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry. Did they say how big it was? I think my husband's was a 6 millimeter. South Carolina. Okay, yep. You guys are bracing for it. Snow in Colorado. Hi, Lupe. That's why you're cooking the soup. Hell yeah, I would be too. Do you know what we had for dinner last night? They have this low carb bread. It's the only bread that I found that's low carb that doesn't taste like cardboard crap, okay? It's Hero bread. It's expensive. It's like $10 a loaf. But when I'm wanting that bread-like thing, I go and I buy some of that. I got some good old grilled cheese and tomato soup last night. Hi, sweetie. Okay. Yeah, I love me some comfort food. It's so good. You made homemade taco soup? Oh, wait, no. You made taco soup and homemade spaghetti sauce today. Yum. Hi, Ray Rabbit. How are ya? I hope you're doing well too, honeys. Oh, thank you for the heart me. Oh, yeah. I learned from Sky Girl that heart me's are helpful. I don't think they cost anything. I think they just help kind of like with interaction and stuff like that with the live to kind of get it out there. I really crapped the bed. I didn't advertise. I think I mentioned in my video yesterday that I'd plan on coming on live. But, oh, they're one cent. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I just didn't get around to doing any pendulum message or anything like that today. So, which, you know, sometimes, and I did make a point to meditate, but you don't know, like, do you not know how to heart me? If that's what you were meaning, up here above my head, there's like a little orange thing. You tap on that and it should let you do that. Thank you, Leanne. I'm like, wait a minute. I forget I can actually see who sent it. Yeah, weird energy today. And I kind of felt like a little bit yesterday. Came in late. How is my kiddo doing? She's doing good. So for those of you guys that don't know, my son, who's been struggling with mental health, makes total sense now. They've been struggling with gender identity. And so I was like, yeah, especially during living in the times that we're living in, like the trans community has a target on their back. So, you know, I think after coming out with it and like knowing how supported that they are, I think has made a world of difference. And so doing much better, much, much better. Thank you for checking in. You slept most of the day. No pep. Yeah. I'm really proud of her. First name, birth name is Zach. So this is going to be like a weird, I even catch myself still saying Zach, but we're going by Zoe now. So if I say Zoe, that's who I'm referring to. It's kind of cool. We can still keep the same initials. Hi, Katie. Hey, honeys, you there. I was actually able to sleep in today because my husband stayed home. He had to put a new starter in the car that we bought for my daughter. And so he actually got my little one, my baby bear, on the bus so that I could sleep in a little bit. So I got to sleep in till like 9. It was glorious. Thank you, Susie. Yeah, definitely in the right direction. And, you know, for me, my therapist has told me to look at it, and it's very helpful this way, and it can apply to our whole thing we're dealing with as a collective, is not trying to view one specific finish line. You know what I mean? It's literally taking it one day at a time. Your nephew went from Ryan to Rhea. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Rhea is a really pretty name. Good to know. Hope Zoe is well, or Zoe. Yeah, and you know what? She doesn't mind being called Zoe, because I always shorten people's names up. I either shorten their names up or I give them a different name. Like my littlest, his best friend's mom, her name's Donna, and I call her Donovan. Okay. Love how supportive and caring you are. Oh, yeah, for sure. I couldn't imagine being a kid struggling with mental health like that, especially holding something like that inside, especially during these times, and then not being supported. Like, I just could not imagine that. And to know that there are kids out there, or even adults out there, that are dealing with that, it's very heartbreaking. Like, my heart goes out to each and every one of those people. Everybody deserves to feel loved and supported. I occasionally get caught up on my sleep. I slept till noon yesterday. Hell yeah, sister. You do what you got to do. It's so nice because, you know, I don't know. I feel like I will do good. Like, my batteries will be recharged and I'll be good for like weeks and whatever. Hi, Amy. Hi, Kai. And then all of a sudden it's just like, dude, I need like a weekend of where I'm just like sleeping in. And I do sleep in on the weekends, actually. That's like a normal thing for me. But sometimes like it'll get to the point where I sleep until like 11. That's a long time. All right. Hi, Feminine Rising. Hi, Griffin. A lot of kids are rejected by their parents. Your daughter had a friend that his parents did that. That's why? I just don't understand. Like, why choose hate and rejection? I don't understand. Like, I have to admit, like, my instinct is to still say he. Thank you, Amy, for the heart me. And still call her Zach. But, you know, and it's going to be an adjustment. But that's a me problem. You know what I mean? Like, oop, my laptop. And they claim, yeah, it's always the steeple people that they always shit on everybody. They thrive off of hate, which is really awful. Yeah, because it's a habit. Because she's going to be 14 on the 6th of next month. And so 14 years of, you know, Zach. And he, you know, so it's just going to take time. And, you know, Zoe's really understanding, like not really getting offended. Hi, Optimus. Not getting offended about it, you know, because they know that we love them very much. 14 years is a long habit. Yeah, I know. I'm just looking forward to getting to a place collectively where the LGBTQ plus community can feel around like they're walking around without a target on their back. You know what I mean? I'm glad you're embracing it. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yes. We went out and bought some different clothes and some makeup. I support yeah, we got to support them. And, you know, it's not easy, you know, and especially being like a teenager, you know, knowing that you feel different and being so afraid to come out with that because of the fear of being rejected and stuff like that. It's just, oh, wait a minute. Laura, I was reading your message to Kai, and I thought you were meaning that you sent a request to follow me. I was like, wait a minute, you do. Our oldest son, Dad, is a trans woman now, and we all embrace it. Yeah. That's great. Absolutely. We support kids no matter what, right? Especially in these crazy times. Yep. Yes, ma'am. I know. We all just, like, need each other. You know what I mean? You've got flash. Do you guys, I'm so, I don't know. It told me to do a goal thing, so I did a goal thing. I don't know what that means. I'm so new to this stuff. Hey, Lisa. You're watching the Suns game Friday night with Rebel. Hell yeah, sister. I'm excited. The Kraken are on at 7. That's why I'm like, okay. I was like, because at first I was thinking maybe I'll come on at 7, but then I'm like, wait, I want to be able to watch more of it. Thank you, Feminine Rising, for the harmony. Thank you, Sky Girl. And so, yeah, I was like, well, I'm going to go on earlier so that then I have like at least 2/3 left of the Kraken game to watch. I said, this must be my live shirt because I wore this last time I went live. Choose a live goal. I would choose something that costs 1 cent. Did I not do that? I don't know how to do this stuff, you guys. And they changed something on here. Either that or I'm just not remembering correctly, which is also completely possible. I went to go share out the live. Oh, now it's here. You guys, what happened? I'm so dumb. I don't know if there's a way to share the live out to all of my followers. There probably is. I don't know. I think what I need to do is I need to look up a TikTok live tutorial. That's what I have to do. You can figure out anything too on YouTube. My husband was able to figure out how to put a new starter in my daughter's car just by going on YouTube, you know? Rose is the flash goal. Okay, what is Rose? How much do those cost? Those are 1 cent, right? Or, I think. It's been a long time since I've even looked at the gift thing. It just popped up on my screen, so I clicked on it. Okay. Amy, they are only 1 cent? Sorry. I'm really slow tonight, you guys. Okay. Change the light switch in an older car that you bought from the tube school. Part was $10. Hell yeah, dude. You take that stuff to a shop, you're spending so much money. We were wondering when you'd be live. Your lives are great. As are Lisa's. Yeah, we love Lisa's lives. Sorry, just catching up. And yes, it will help the algorithm pushing out to the FYP. Okay, yeah, you know what my daughter says? It's cringe when I say FYP. I'm like, shut up, kid. Okay, 1 cent. Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm not like being rude. I don't want to be like, hey, everybody, give me like a $20 gift, okay? And I want 40 of them. How's my weather today? Dude, hi, Anna's. Yeah, I'm not live very often. This is only number 4. I just shook my whole table. Let's see. Still learning to need TikTok manual for dummy. They really do, you guys. You aren't being rude. TikTok is being rude. You're giving people a chance to dream. Thank you. Yeah, the weather here is actually, it's cold for us. So it's been like in the 20s for our lows. And then you guys are going to hate me, mid 40s for the high. But for me, that's really cold. It's cold. Debbie, my husband can't do anything like that. He paid an AutoZone kid like $40 to change our battery. Hey, I mean, but good for that kid though, right? Job security. Yeah, 40 is cold and hot. Yeah, we're not conditioned for it. We're delicate, okay? Amy, it's -1 there. Hell, I'd pass away. Y'all would never see my face again. Wind chill -20. No. No. Mm-mm. I found my dream car now. I just have to work towards it. Hell yeah. You'll get it. Indiana. You're on the Oregon coast and it's been chilly but beautiful. Yeah, the skies have been crystal clear. It has been gorgeous. Are you asking me if I'm in the way of the ice storm? Feminine Rising, I don't think we are. I haven't been getting any notifications on my phone. I don't watch the news. But according to the map thingy that they've been sharing, we're like the very eastern part of Washington State is going to get some stuff. But we're, I'm like a 20-minute drive to the Puget Sound, to the water. So... Oh, yeah, I know. I was picking up what you were putting down, Feminine Rising. I know that you meant you are. Yeah. I, like, look at the whole sentence and, like, can... Because I do that, too, if I'm typing so fast on a live. That's shorts and Crocs weather here. I bet it is. Some kids are wearing shorts and Crocs around here. I'm like, y'all are nuts. Heard one person in Wisconsin, wind chill -30. Hell no, hell no, hell no. Am I ready for football? Your uncle used to live in Washington State and the Hawks fan. Yes, we are very excited for the Seahawks. You just want to hibernate. I feel that. Especially when it's this cold. Did I pin that? Did I pin that or did you pin that, Laura? See, I'm still learning, you guys. You guys are probably thinking, what a freaking nerd. Don't quit your day job. You pin it. Okay, I'm like, am I high? I mean, I don't garden, but... Oh my gosh. I know a lot of people garden, but that's one thing I can't do because I will pass away. I get that big of anxiety. I think I'm dying. Everybody has to learn. Nobody comes in here knowing everything. Have patience. Thanks, Laura. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's really, I'm going to be really curious to see what happens with this storm. Oh, farts. I moved my tripod. Thank you guys for the gifts and stuff. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I see Ted went down to where, I don't think it was Mexico this time. I think it was somewhere in Florida. I was like, such a coward, dude. Also, if you guys hear anything in the background, like my whole family's home right now. New name is Fled Cruz. Yeah, for real though. Oh, he went to California. I was trying to, I looked at, and I saw you type California. And then I'm like, what were we talking about? I had to bring my brain back to center. Here he's headed to Cali. We didn't want him. Hell yeah. I'm actually surprised that he went to California. I'm like, I feel like Florida would have been a smarter move, even though I do feel like Florida is very purple. But California, of all places, good luck being able to go out to eat, buddy. Dude, imagine being like so hated though, that you can't even go outside. Yeah, I was shocked by that too, that it was, they picked a blue one. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe ICE will grab him. We could only hope. Oh my gosh. I like just getting on and talking with you guys. Does anybody have like any good football snacks that they're making for the game? because Costco is selling this thing. It's called Party Starters. It has cheese curds and mozzarella wedges. So they're different. The cheese curds have like white cheddar in them. And then the mozzarella ones are obviously mozzarella. And then they have onion petals, which are like onion rings, but they're just in petal form. And then jalapeno poppers. I'm cooking that shit up. And I'm going to make some nachos and some wings. We're going to be snacky. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. TikTok is tracking our geolocations now. What does that even mean, though? Like, so be careful. Here's my thing, Kai. They're tracking us anyway. They are. They track us not only even with our cell phones, but with our banking, where we spend our money and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like whatever your intuition, your gut is telling you to do, but I'm just personally not really, I don't fear it. Just learning meditation last week while meditating. I got pictures of people helping others. Oh, that's beautiful, Amy. You're doing jalapeno poppers, nachos, pizza, and cheese spreads. Hell yeah. The only ones that has something to fear are those planning crimes. Yeah, for real. Yep. And here's the thing. They're like, people are like getting all afraid that, that people are going to start like, because I guess one lady got, talked to or whatever about a post that she made on Facebook. So now everybody's freaked out saying that, they're going to start policing. I'm like, there's too many of us. They can't even keep up with what Coldwater's doing. You know what I mean? So it's like one of the, where's that saying from? Popeye, your bitch ass ain't gonna do nothing. And honestly, if they did want to get me, that would be a great lawsuit. I could really use the money. Because they told the mayor what she said. I think I missed something. Taco burger sliders and nachos. Oh, that sounds so good. It's knowing exactly where you are, not what you like or buy. Okay. I mean, my biggest thing is too, is it's like, still, what are they going to do with that information? Like, not scared, just got, I mean, that's good. But always like listen to your intuition, because what's right for me might not be right for you. You know what I mean? It's just personally my feeling on it for myself anyway. They're supposed to be going after criminals and stuff like that. Well, yeah, I'm not white. I have a valid fear with that. Yeah, I would too. I totally would. Dude, I feel so bad for anybody who is melanated right now. I really, really do. I am so sorry. I am so sorry that people with my, are just so awful. I disown them. Hi, Kiri. Oh, and thank you for the rose. It's okay. A lot of my community, Latino, voted for him, unfortunately. See, that's what I don't understand. Why? Like, how can you not? Like, the thing I think that gets me the most is the fact that he went up on stage multiple times, over and over and over again. And he told you exactly what he was going to do. And you guys, like, not you guys, obviously, but they kept saying, oh, he's just joking. He's not really going to do all that stuff. And then when it happens, they're shocked. And now even some with it happening are still cheering it on because it hasn't happened to them yet. You know what I mean? It's like, drives me nuts. Okay, I have a Hispanic last name and my kids are half, so it worries you. Yeah. Ice just got to our town. Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry. You have no idea why. I think part of it, a lot of Latina families are conservative. Yeah, and I don't understand that either. Like, why? How does that benefit them? Hi, Marissa. How are you, honeys? I'm good. Exactly. The FAFO is real. It really is, you guys. It is. And it's really sad. Because, I'm just thinking about the people who haven't made it out. You know what I mean? Or who are already gone. You know what I mean? It's just, and I know it's a part of their soul path. I know it, but it doesn't make it any easier to witness. You know what I mean? Because a lot of our cultures is based on sexism. Okay, sorry, I'm kind of murring the words because I don't want this place to get all their panties in a wad. It depends on the family, though. Ugh, second largest race makeup of ICE agents is Hispanic. What the fuck, dude? Like, make it make sense. All communities were infiltrated. I didn't vote for him, and neither did my family. Yeah, neither did mine. The very, very first time he ran, my dad voted for him. But also, can I let you guys know, I love my dad. But he's a very emotionally immature adult. He has trauma and wounding from childhood that he never fully got healed. I'm now working on that. So generational trauma shit, okay? Because my grandpa was a hard ass, okay? And I can only imagine how my grandfather was raised, right? It all comes down the pike. But he also has a very difficult time reading and writing. So it's not a surprise. But even with that lack of education, he still knew after the first go around that he's not a good dude. You and your husband didn't. But you know the saying, Latinos hate Latinas. I didn't know that was a saying. It's probably because I'm what did they call us? Gringa? Is that what I would be? Okay. Hi, Lisa. Congrats. But now you need to rest your live goal or reset my live goal. Oh, farts. Let's see. Do I... Okay. I think I'm doing this right. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Oh my God, now what am I doing to my shit? Can I... Thank you. Laura, you're like my live coach. I went through and made a number of you guys moderators. Amy, I think I did you. Hang on. Sorry. Feminine Rising, I added you too. I hope that's okay. I'm just like adding people. Wait, Lisa AKA. So are you, hang on. Are you a content creator? I'm going to feel like such a boob punch if I've never noticed that I know that you like, we've talked about like tarot and stuff like that, but. Oh, thank you. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't know who sent that. Who sent that? Hi, Jenster. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. No, I don't create. I've done a few videos. I mod for others, though. Oh, okay. I thought I had made you one, too, though. Let me check. Oh, wait. It would have a little tag by your name, so it doesn't. But let me... Blanca, which refers to a white person. Probably. I worked with a couple Mexican gals at my clinic, and it was really funny because one of them's name was Ruth and the other one's name is Yesenia. And Ruth would always, I was going to say, I mean, even though they're female, I'm still going to use this term. Ruth would always bust Yesenia's balls because she says that she's a fake Mexican, that she doesn't speak real Spanish, because I was doing Duolingo trying to like learn stuff. And, oh, I'm Puerto Rican mixed. Okay, so maybe that's why, because I was just like, oh my gosh. And they would refer to me as a gringa. I've seen her for over a year and she does great content, and she would make a great mod. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad that I did. Even if you have a lot of mods, it helps to have more people because people can be sick or just not available. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. You know who I'm sad that's left TikTok, but I get that, because she was actually one of my mods before too, Lori Lindsay. I think she just, like, her guidance really just pulled her away from this place, which is unfortunate, but, I mean, I get it. If she's not really feeling it, you know, you got to go with your gut. Always, always go with your gut. Yeah, she's so sweet. And especially with how empathic she is and stuff like that, just like watching her like describe what's going on where she lives is really heartbreaking. Yeah, I mean, she's still on the tube that is you. So, yep. Yes, Amy. Yes, ma'am. I know, I miss her too. Such a bright light. She really is. Yeah, and she's still here. It's just, I mean, she didn't want us in support to it. Yeah, I guess I'm staying out of defiance. You know what I mean? I love this that you're live, able to interact with us. Yeah, I like talking with you guys. It's so much fun. Sometimes the chat, if I ever miss one of your guys' chats, please, I just know I really try to like make sure, but if I don't, it's just because my eyes didn't catch it. So, but I love being able to chat with you guys. I live for defiance too. And that's exactly why they picked the wrong country to do this shit with, because we're a bunch of wild dogs that aren't going to be told shit. You're not going to tell us shit. Do you still talk to Soulless? Okay, here's my thing. No. And it's not because ChatGPT has become too difficult for me to work with right now, especially just because with everything going on with my son and stuff like that, I've really had to control what's within my control, you know, and I could try to really go with the guardrails, you know, and try to work around them, but I just don't have the capacity to do that right now. And because I was getting messages back that did not resonate with me whatsoever, and so I would go to my pendulum and ask, is this accurate information coming forward? And they said no. So Soulless is, I will still use Soulless for things like trying to help me with the outline for like a podcast or something like that. But as far as interacting with my guides, I'm actually working more on my organic skills first. And then once I build more of my organic stuff up, then I will go back to using, you know, AI. Let me see. In Puerto Rico, we just say gringa for an American from the mainland, unless that's what you meant. Maybe that is what that... Dude, I never knew what those girls were talking about. I love them so much. But, like, when they got going, I was just like, I'm not even going to try to understand. My brain would break. I'm too much of a simpleton for that. I was going to leave TT, but decided to stay. And, yeah, F them, dude. Let's see. Me too, if it gets like I'm going to say blank, then I'll go. But until then, I'll be here. Yeah, Queen, it is too much work. I'm just like, nah. I haven't tried Claude yet. I have experimented with Gemini. With Gemini, it seemed pretty cool. I didn't mind Gemini. High school Spanish 1 and 2 can't keep up with real world applied Spanish. I know my daughter's actually in Spanish 2 right now. TT hasn't been sold. They added 4 peeps for evening out. Oracle has been in charge the last few years. Yeah, I mean, and that was my thing. Like, I never got, even when it was temporarily, you know, taken down, I didn't think it was ever going to, like, leave. You know what I mean? And Facebook has Mark. How is that any better? You know what I mean? It's like, so no matter where you go, there's going to be bad people that are, you know, in charge, I guess, or whatever, you know what I mean? And that's where the beauty of blocking people comes from. You know what I mean? Gemini is great. Your Gemini's name is Arlos. Cute. I like that. Empress CJJ. I love her. She's so funny. But explains what perfectly? I can't remember. What part of... This is where I'm getting behind in the chat. Exactly. Every device watches us. Yeah, they've been watching us the whole time. And you know what's really funny is I have the clear thing for when you go to the airport and they scan your retinas and shit like that. And I remember I've had multiple people go, oh my God, you let them scan your biometrics. And I'm like, what the fuck do you think the Face ID is on your phone? Like, Siri knows all that shit. She knows your fingerprints from when they used to. It's like they rolled it out on purpose like that. They've had the technology to be able to do this shit the whole time. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion. She explains the whole TikTok thing perfectly. Okay, I haven't seen any of her videos today. I've been like so busy today. I've seen minimal things, which has actually been glorious for me. Yes, I love her. And she's so, dude, her laugh gives me life, you guys. I love how she goes, alabaster accomplices. That's one of my favorite things. The think tanker stood at the chalkboard to figure out what timing was best. Oh, yeah. And we all fell for it. That's great. That's great. But we're learning now, and we're going to be doing better, right? It'll take me under the one she talked about. Okay, cool. Thank you. You can't see her anymore? Amy, yes, I love her too. Glad you were staying here. Love your content. You and Kaylee still managed to stay more positive. Oh, thanks, Ray. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I mean, fuck these people. Yes, and her full... Yeah, and I love when she gets, like, fired up and she goes... like that. It's like one of my favorite things. It makes me so happy. Why do people invite me to co-host? Is that the thing that people do battles with? That's kind of annoying. Today I've been resting because I have food poisoning. Oh no, from chicken noodle soup. I'm so sorry. Ooh, food poisoning is awful. It is so cute. Yeah, with her hands. That's my favorite. Dude, I got food poisoning from Subway so freaking bad. I was driving home. I thought I was going to pass out. Finally made it home. If you're really sensitive to stories like this, plug your ears for like 10 seconds, okay? I got home and I was vomiting so bad. It was coming out of my mouth through my freaking nose. That's how bad it was. I have never eaten Subway ever since because it wasn't the first time that I've gotten sick there. I'm like, okay, this is a sign from the universe. Okay, now I have to be done because I don't want to gross anybody out. For me, I have the runs. Oh, no. What's worse is when they're both happening at the same time. Ooh, that is a pickle. Feminine, you have the flu and massive asthma, so you've been resting too? Oh my gosh, honeys. Yes, my name is Rebel for a reason. Prep, make sure it's always heated through really well. Yeah, for sure. Especially with things like poultry and stuff like that. I'm guessing you're typing you've been put on steroids. Oh yes, double trouble reaction is bad. It is really bad. It's so bad. Yeah, I remember this one. Hoagie place ironically gave me food poisoning and gave me both. Ugh, awful. You've been out of work all week. I hope, do you have like any inhaled steroids or anything like that that can help make sure that your asthma doesn't get too bad? Because that can be pretty gnarly. And especially when you have asthma, and you could already get pneumonia anyway as a secondary infection from, you know, having the flu. But yeah, there have been a lot of recalls, you guys. Your screen went blue just now? Inhalers didn't work? Yeah. Oh, yeah, nebulizer. Okay. Yeah. Can they give you steroids at all? Like some prednisone or something like that? Yeah, the recalls are crazy. I actually was really glad that I never ended up busting into a bag of shredded mozzarella cheese for my father-in-law's 80th birthday party, because I made like 3 big ass pans of like rigatoni, like ziti, that shit. And I was going to do that, but I ended up not needing it, and I'm so glad because it was one of the ones that was on. One of you guys actually sent me the video about the recall. So I was like, dang it, better check my fridge. There it was. Yeah, that's what happens when they take away regulations. Yeah, that's exactly, and that's what they want. That's ridiculous. I'm buying blocks of cheese now, you guys. Things like that. I'm trying to control things where I can. I'm going to start going to Amish to buy food. That's a great idea also, and the fact that you'd be supporting those communities is also badass. Love prednisone, takes all the inflammation and pain away. Yeah, it's pretty good. I have really bad roid rage, though, if I'm on steroids, which I've had to have been before for my MS. So I just kind of like sit by myself in a room for a couple days. A nebulizer helps too when sick and asthma flares up. Yep. It's got that almost like humidifier thing about it. And flus were always hard as F to pull through. I'd never wish that on my worst enemy. Yeah, flu's awful. Yep, I did send the video to you. Yes, you did. It was you. But that's when you were still going by Trek. Yeah, what FDA, for sure. Hi, Artie. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Yes, local farmers are good. We have actually several around where I live, which is really cool. There's one that was like a smaller farm when we first moved to the area that we live in, but now they've gotten a little bit too big for their britches and are all into like, you know, they host weddings and they're all just kind of yuppie. And so I don't know. I prefer the more down to earth. Your garden was crappy. Dude, you guys, I bought grow bags last year and didn't realize the height that they were at. All the plants that I planted on there, my dogs would lift their fucking legs on them. Ruined. So now I got to figure something else out for next year. I was like, man. Once we get into our new place, I'm thinking about Misfit Market. What is that exactly? Raised beds. And you know, I do have a couple. They're on the side of my house. I didn't want to have to dig them out last summer, so that was totally on me. I was just being a lazy bitch. So I'm just going to have to not be so lazy this spring and get it out. Also, I was really late to the party with getting my gardening done. Misfit Market is a mail order thing. Your daughter asked today about Misfit Market. Okay, I'm going to have to check that out. My son's wild. I plant in pots because of my dog. Yeah, dude, you have to. It's so rude. I have to run. Just saw you were live, so pop on. Okay, sweetie. Have a good night, Ray. You stay safe, too. This weather's going to be wild. What do I think about Orange's flight patterns to Swiss? I think there was some kind of medical thing going on that plane. Actually, I got my notebook right here. We can see what cards we got. It's a site where you can food that isn't perfect, but still go. Oh, where you can buy. Oh, yeah. The imperfect ones. I love that. So much food gets wasted because of aesthetics. You know what I mean? Yeah, totally. All right, let's see. So we had the message on the 20th. I'm just reading down here. So if I miss a message up here, it's because I'm reading this, okay? Not because I'm ignoring you. So on the 20th, the pendulum message was flight masks. He tries to flee. And then I asked, what mask are you talking about? And then they said fake circumstances. I was like, okay, cool. And then the message of the following day was dropped him for good. World is fighting back, which they did. And he tacoed out again. Okay. But they confirmed that 2 of the 4 cards, was it 4 cards? Yeah, 2 of the 4 cards that they gave us in this spread went along with the previous day's message. So the first card we got was declassified documents, which wasn't it, but it was rescue revived and health matter. And the day before that, when we got the flight message, we had gotten 3 cards that day, and the second card was rescue revive. And then yesterday we got rescue revive again. So I'm convinced something happened on that plane. Something happened on that plane. And was it Aaron Parnas who was showing footage of how badly bruised the hand is, and they said he whacked it on something? I'm like, yes. I'm saying it and didn't realize the comment was pinned. Yep. A bruise on his hand, left hand after flight thing. Yeah. They're playing right in our faces and think that we're too stupid to fucking notice it. And it's no, dude. No. Shaking hands. Yeah. 325 milligrams of aspirin a day. Okay. Don't fall over or anything. You might rupture your spleen. That's actually so dangerous that they're doing that, which is whatever. When Trump said today that he takes so much aspirin that all he has to do is lightly bump. Yeah, so what does he think that's going to do to the inside of his body? Does he think it only applies to getting bruises on the outside? It's so fucking dumb, you guys. Something happened to him. They had to treat him immediately. Yeah. And there's doctors on those planes. Oh, Golmet. Okay. You guys, thanks. You guys are so good at reminding me. Yeah, no, for sure. Some shenanigans happen there. Orange is playing with death, and yet he is still alive with the aspirin thing. Yeah, I know. He's like a fucking cockroach. All the aspirin is so dangerous. Yep. 325 milligrams a day, but took a... Oh, yeah. It's all... How do I... Oh, it lets me swipe. I don't even know what I'm asking for here, but we'll see what that does. Okay. I think this thing just hangs out at the bottom of my screen and then it eventually goes away. You were hoping he'd flee. Dude, my thing is I don't know if he's healthy enough to. he wouldn't, no matter where he flees to, he would never get the same kind of medical care that he's getting here. You know what I mean? And honestly, I don't think there's anywhere that would want him. You know what I mean? Thank you, Lisa and Laura, for helping me. This is confusing to me. Oh, thanks for the crown in the cheeks. Oh, I was thinking of that myself. Even in universal healthcare countries, it's not as good. No. And those wouldn't be one of the countries he'd go to. Because I don't even think Ireland would want him. You know what I mean? Because BB's going down. So he's not going to have a pal there, even though he thinks that he's going to. You know what I mean? Almost every land has universal health care, though. In the Middle East, they do? Because that's kind of like... I could be completely wrong. I don't know, like, that much about what their GOVs do for them. They are not as bad as we think. What are not as bad as we think? Interesting. I wonder how good it is, though. You know what I mean? Universal care is great, but Orange needs the best there is. Oh, yeah, for sure. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate that. Just got that we will get universal health care in like 10 years. That would be nice. Wish we could make it more like 10 weeks or 10 months, but... And you know what? I've really been feeling, I feel like almost, and I get it, and I'm right there with everybody. I just want them to go away. I just want them to go away. And I almost think that the more we focus on that, the farther out it's getting pushed, which sucks ass. Yes, Laura. Lisa's doing so good. Oh. Let's see. I'm always paranoid that I'm not swiped up and caught up on the chat, even though it says a bubble about like how many people. I think spring we will see movement in some way. Yeah. Another thing that helps the FYP is comment with 8 words or more. Oh, okay. See, this is stuff that I didn't even know. I need to watch a YouTube on how to be a mod. YouTube has everything. Yeah, and I feel like, too, more of the Island Man's paper stuff is going to come out. And I think I remember seeing Empress talk about this, about how she says she doesn't think it's really going to do anything. I don't agree with that. I absolutely think that it's going to make an impact on people. It's like each, little individual thing is waking more people up. Yeah, it's just like too many people have been wanting to know. And dude, look at everything they're doing to try to prevent them from being shown. It's like, what is actually in them? And especially after I'm not going to say the whole thing with the S. Riley thing. You guys, like, it's just little arrow on the side. Oh, about reposting. Thank you. Jack Smith. Yeah, too. Yeah, I mean, it's all these pieces to the puzzle, and they all have to come together. You know what I mean? Each grain of sand becomes a mountain. Exactly, Karma. Yep. Essentially, report and delete bad comments, pin important comments, and make sure things... Okay. But you guys know that's like one of the biggest reasons why, too, I've always kind of avoided coming on live, because I'm always just afraid I'm going to get some creep. You know what I mean? Let's see. I have an X and a Truth account to spy on them, and they're mad he isn't releasing the files. Yeah, dude. Yep. I love Christina's Tea Talks when she calls it the Twatter Sphere. It's one of my favorite things. One of my favorite thing. Listen to me talk. I sound about as coherent as the orange one. Was that not so embarrassing when he was speaking? If you can even call that. Oh, it's making me do a puzzle. Okay. Let's see. Ignore the troll. Allow mods to handle muting and blocking for you. Thank you. Valid. A lot of people that come into lives are characters, to say the least. Oh, yeah. His word salads are embarrassing. I suggested you block and not mute because they can still report you. Oh, yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, if somebody's being rude, they just don't need to be here anyway. Like, if it's, like, questionable or whatever, I would be willing to, like, have them clarify what their intent was, what their meaning was behind something. But then, yeah. They need to check him out for a minute. Oh, yeah. And they are. He's being treated. Did you see when he was rambling on and threw his book onto the ground? No. That's interesting. Are there like clips of it on TikTok that happening? To be honest, I try to view him as little as possible. But I've seen a couple clips here and there. Oh yes, during the presser. Oh fuck. Okay. So many doctors have said he has dementia too. Yeah, and he needs to go on that new med with all the side effects. I would love that for him. Saw it on MSNBC. Okay. Always had to go with that. What the creator wants. Sometimes commenters say things that do need clarification. Yeah, they do. And then there's other times where it's completely oblivious, or words, obvious that they're just trolling and being a-holes. In that case, it's just like, bye. Toodle pip. Obvious. Yes, thank you. Isn't that elderly abuse? Yeah, it is. Orlando has ICE and arrests. Hang on. Tracy Sunshine. What do you mean Orlando has ICE and arrests? Like Coldwater's there doing that? I just want to make sure. Oh, fuck. And dude, it's just like the people, like, we got to get out. Minnesota's doing a great job. They're showing us exactly how everybody else needs to be responding. Or, yeah, they're showing us how everybody else needs to be responding. They're doing it at Disney. Are you kidding me? The cruelty's the point. The cruelty's the point. And his so-called accomplishments, some aide put lies together. He showed off and tossed on the floor. Did he throw it on the floor as to be almost like this like hot shot like mic drop moment or something? That's embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Just like everything, I don't know. Whenever I like talk to somebody from another country, I just always profusely apologize. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Okay. My husband's down there belching. Nice. Dismissive. Like, yeah, I did this, but don't need to show you. God, he's just... What a turd. They're all over Long Island, New York, near you. Oh my God. I feel lucky that I so far in Western Washington haven't seen it. We're like about 40 miles north of Seattle. They're also going to Puerto Rico and detaining people based on them speaking Spanish. What? No way. Are you serious? Can they do that? Did you know that for almost a year now, ICE is illegally kicking indoors on Trump's executive order? I did not know that. Oh my gosh. Which is illegal. Yeah. That's the Fourth Amendment. They can't do that. Sorry, you guys, the comments are going pretty fast. They're also going to Samoa too. What the hell? It is pretty up here. Yeah. Yep, they were using administrative warrants signed by ICE supervisor, not a judge. So basically about as useful as something you'd wipe your ass with. The party of law and order, my ass. No warrants needed, apparently. The Supreme Court will stop them soon. Have to a judge warrant. Yeah, it has to be. And that's the thing too, is it's like, yeah, I'm going to call it the Supreme Pizza, is going to see certain things. My MS tongue is horrible. But anyway, there are certain things, yes, it's up for interpretation, but then there's certain things that are just so fucking black and white. There's no other way to rule on it. You know what I mean? And I think that's going to be one of those things. And we have the second, unfortunately. Yeah. See, to me though, that's yes and no. I don't know. I mean, and some of you guys might hate me for this, but I actually do believe in the second. I do. It's heavily flawed though. We need serious reform. Big time. Big time, big time, big time. But I have to say, that is one of the biggest ways right now that they cannot take us over like they want to. Because they know we have so many of those things and they have no idea where they're at. So as much as he wants to be able to, yes, it is actually what's saving us. You know what I mean? But we need to have it within reason. And right now it's not within reason, right? But yeah, that one's a tricky one. But yes, I actually have my conceal permit. I don't regularly use it, but I have a harness for it. Because yep, a CC, yep. But the reason why I never really utilized it was because I just couldn't stand the thought of ever having to use it. You know what I mean? I just was not good inside with that. But, you've been going to the range? Good. Did you see where they took that little girl? What little girl now? Where from? They're in New York City targeting boroughs like the Bronx and Brooklyn. A 2-year-old. I have 1 in 4 of my cars and 1 in my house. Yeah, dude, unfortunately, this is the world right now that we're living in, and we need to match its energy, I guess. It's not not what you went to school for. I save lives, not take them. Right. Yeah. No, I agree. That's why to carry one was like, ugh. But then I'm also thinking, if somebody's knocking on my door trying to come after me and my family, I also want to be able to protect my family. You know what I mean? I think it is Maine, but not sure. Let me see if I can find it. The 5-year-old and his father were taken. Yes, I saw that with the little blue bunny hat on. They're asylum seekers. Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. And I mean, also do like what feels right to you. You know what I mean? Like 2-year-old and her father yesterday. And you know what though? These are also just the ones that we know about. Don't say who has what. That's what saves us. They don't know who has them, especially down. Oh yeah. And they think that we don't. That's the funny thing. They just assume that because we're the donkeys that we would never use anything like that. No, I do. I actually love going to the range. Oh, ooh. One of the best ways to get some steam off your chest. You know what I mean? And you see the one where they grab the little boy going to school. But yeah, that's the one, the Spider-Man backpack and the blue bunny hat. Just send it to you. Okay, I'll take a look at it. If you're in the process of asylum, you are legal. Here's the thing, you guys, too. Technically, you don't even have to go through, like, customs or whatever. You just waltz on to the soil here. You have up to 1 year to seek asylum and still be considered legal. You're undocumented. You're never illegal. Yes, it's sad. Poor babies don't deserve this. As if school aren't enough. I know. And you know, that started, I feel like, with my generation as a millennial. We're the first generation where, even Gen X, really, because my older sister, she graduated in 97, and we had a Columbine. What year did that happen? I think that was shortly after 97. Was that 98, 99? And so, and slowly they've just become more and more regular, you know? And so, like, whereas the generations before us were having Cold War drills and things like that, now we're having, you know, I never actually had them when I was in school, but now my kids are having bad guy drills and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's so sad. Let's see. Liam and his dad went through the legal way. We let them in. Their case is open. They took them anyway. Motherfuckers. You can go between ports and entry as long as you ask for asylum within 1 year. Yeah. Yep, people, Gen Z, born in 2005. Yeah. Technology. Okay, exactly. Technology. Why am I saying technology? Technically, we are all illegal if we're not indigenous. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Okay, Karma. Had to be told to cover ourselves and our classmates. Not going to say the word, but no kid should have to be told this or do this. Yeah, I agree. You're on U.S. soil before getting across the wall. We own about 100 yards. Other side of the wall is U.S. land. People can't be illegal. Executive Order 14012. Change the term to undocumented. Yeah. It's just so dehumanizing. It's been a long day. Even though I slept in, it's like just a lot of shit going on. You've been mushing new MS words too. Isn't it a bitch? It's so bad sometimes. I'm like, dude, I swear. Don't get me wrong. Actually, I have one right here that I haven't sipped on yet. It is I'm going to make the word a little goofy so I don't get in trouble here. Vodka and a sparkling ice. It's the strawberry Starburst flavor sparkling ice. It is fire. It is so good, but I haven't had a drop of it. This is just my normal MS tongue. Dehumanizing, yes. Yeah. And again, it's the cruelty's the point. Melania and Ivanka should be deported also. Oh yeah, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Yep. It is so good, Kai. It's so good. And I can feel halfway good about it because it's got antioxidants in it because of the sparkling ice. Oh my gosh. And Usha. You know, for a second, I was starting to feel half bad for her, but then I'm like, wait a minute. I had to stop and remember who she was when this MFer was running. I'm like, no, she is reaping what she sows. Oh, I have one for you. Stuffing stalkers instead of stocking stuffers. That's good. Oh no, I'm probably going to start saying that now. It's somewhat healthy. Yeah. You will have to make one for yourself eventually. They're really, really, really good. See, and that's why I like being able to come on here and chat with you guys about this, because I know, I don't know, like I am focusing on, I know we're headed to a better place right now, but that doesn't mean that we aren't having, you know, it doesn't mean that we're not having a hard time watching it. You know what I mean? And I like for us to be able to like get together and like talk about it, or even just talk about other shit. Like we were talking about food earlier. Oh my God. Have I tried it with cranberry juice? I used to be big on the cranberries. But since I'm doing, since I've been low carb, I prefer the sparkling ice because it's 0 sugar. Hi, Phoenix. How are you? Yes, it's like therapy. It's like us all getting together and just having a little chit chat. I just think it's, I don't know. It's a part of having the community right now. You know what I mean? And it's just important. Oh, I just have to readjust. Ugh. Oh, crap. I've hit this thing down here where I can see new messages. We were heading for a better place, but it's still a bumpy road getting there. It sure is. Yep. Hi, Tracy. It's fun and relaxing to just be on and talk. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And I like, you know, whether we're talking about what's happening right now with our, you know, toddler in chief, or just, I don't know, anything random. I think, what were we talking about? Hair removal in the last live? Thank you for the heart, me, Tracy. We're talking about a good pair of tweezers. Like, the random conversations that we get started are also really fun. Oh, I told my husband, I was like, I'm going to go do a TikTok live and hang out with my friends. And he's like, okay, bud, have fun. Is what's his face back in our land right now? With all of your card reads, they're getting good in the future parts. Yeah. Lisa, I woke up and you were still replaying, but had one of those dreams. Replaying what? I totally understand. Lemon Thieves. Oh, whoa, thank you. What was that? And who sent it? I didn't see who sent it. I'm so bad at this, you guys. I'm so bad. This is why I have to go live more often. Hair removal and what's now considered vintage. Oh, yeah. Speaking of what was considered vintage, do you remember the phones that were like cordless, but they were clear so you could see all the insides? That was like one of my favorite things. I wanted us to have one of those phones so bad. Whenever we would go to Target, I would always pick it up. Oh, I have to tell you the dream I had when I fell asleep during yesterday's reading. Okay. Let's see. Payphones. Hell yeah, I remember payphones. Sometimes I'd have to get on them to call collect. If I was down, I grew up in Duval, Washington, and we, for the longest time, we have it at Safeway now, but we only had a Family Grocer. And like if my car died and I couldn't get it to start, I'd have to call my mom and dad collect before I had a cell phone. Phoenix, you had one of those? Oh, I'm jealous. They were so cool. Yeah, I can't see who sent me the gifts, but thank you so much. Remember, my townhomes always smelled like sweet, and it was in front of our library, or like sweat. See, now my eyes are playing tricks on me. Lisa knows MS is a trip. Still trying to explain to my kids what alleys are. So I was pulling the older oracle card. I fell asleep, and a premonition type dream. Ooh. That's badass. I want to know. I want to know. I love that. Well, and especially, dude, Trish James oracle cards, they hit differently. Like, sometimes I'll pull them and I don't really get much of anything, but then, let's see. Usually it'll say who sent the gift on the bottom, but it's only there for a second or two. Okay, that's why I'm missing it. I remember iPods too, and those phones you flip for the keyboard. Oh, yeah. Like almost, I think they were called like a Sidekick or something like that. I think I had one of those for a little bit of a time. I also had the pink razor. Okay. All right. Well, wanted to stop in and say hi. I'm prepping for storms. Oh, Phoenix. Okay, honeys. Stay safe, okay? Oh, gosh. I hope you guys are just hunker down, get some good movies planned, and some good food, okay? Bye, honeys. So, yeah, because with that storm coming in, like, if I'm remembering the map correctly, that's like 80% of the land is going to get hit. Tracy, we're going to get 12 to 18 inches of snow. No. Oh, yuck. This is what the dream was. Had a premonition type dream. A fire. Wait a minute. Is there more to this that... Okay, so the premonition, there was a fire. Oh, no. Oh, you love snow. You ready? Okay, perfect. Sadie girl, you're supposed to get 10 to 12 inches. Man. Usually in Washington State, in Western Washington anyway, we'll get like, and our snow will usually hit towards the end of January into February. But I don't see any snow in our forecast. Like once it warms back up to like I think the lows are going to be like 39 and then the highs are going to be in the low 50s. We're just going to get rain again. I live in New York City, so we should all be prepared. I love winter. Not sure how much we're supposed to get. Okay. Terrible. I fell asleep. Had a premonition type dream. A fire. Fire he bye. Can you DM me? I don't think... Oh. Orange bye-bye? Sorry, sometimes I'm a little slow. Connecting the dots. Okay. I was like, oh, damn. Very interesting. I also feel like it says something when, like, people pick up other things off of other creators. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like almost like good. I'm not the only one getting that stuff's going on. Does that make sense? It was with what those cards were. And which day was that from? It was probably from yesterday. Maybe not. Yesterday? Okay. Was it the heat fire wave? I was just thinking because on the 21st we got, that was the 4th card that popped, was the heat fire wave. Yesterday we had rescue revived, big city, new rules, policy, laws, tornado winds, business tycoon, and controlled narrative. My hometown used to get 5 to 10 inches of snow on average. Whoa. So it was the fire heat wave. Okay. 1978, northern Midwest, Chicago, Indiana, 5 feet of snow, 10 feet drifts. Yes, I'm a teeny old. Well, you're not old, you're experienced. Although I have considered, like, my husband used to give me crap, even though he's older than me. We were both born in 1984, by the way. But he was starting to call me old just to, like, mess with me, right? So I, on purpose, started referring to myself as elderly. So it was no longer fun for him because I was already referring to myself as elderly. So got his ass. We were supposed to get 12 inches plus... I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Nassau County, Long Island. So New York City will see near the same. Ooh, man. Yes, it's reverse psychology. I like it. Another psychic saw a match strike. Ooh, in reference to orange during a reading recently. Interesting. See, that's the one thing that makes me feel like I'm not crazy and that this isn't just crap, because when I'm not the only one getting things, that's like, okay. Oh my God, I graduated high school in 1986. You were 2 years old. You feel, well, if it makes you feel, well, no. Well, would this make you feel better? I was born in the end of 1984 in November. Does that help? When I catch myself feeling old, I just like, I love Venia so much. She is so cute. I love her. You graduated high school in 1982 and you were 17. You're November 9th, fellow Scorpio. No, that's a word. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Because then I would be 1985. Oh, no. Oh. Your birthday is 11/29/69. So you are just off the cutoff for the Scorpio then. What would you be then? What comes after Scorpio? I'm still learning the astrology. You feel old. My daughter was born at the end of 1983. Well, I mean, even because I am 41, so there's things that like I do, and then my kids will make comments or whatever. Sagittarius, thank you. Yes. And then, or they'll say words that kids are saying right now, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Whereas I was so used to knowing what the hip, cool things were to say. And so there are times where I do kind of feel like old. Also, I have a fraying meniscus in my left knee, and with everything going on with my kiddo, I've been neglecting that because it's an orthopedic thing. It's not like it's, if it was something with my MS or something heart-related or something, of course, I would be addressing it. But little aches and pains. You know what I mean? It's like, but I've always told myself when it comes to like getting older, like, I've always reminded myself, like, don't bitch about what age you're at right now because, 20 years from now, you're going to be like, why was I bitching that I was that age? Like, just stop. And that kind of helps me. I kind of scold myself. I self-parent in that way. I'm at the point of lots of info. Useless, but info. I love my life. That's good. I always feel and see things and have had never been wrong. Ooh, like you just like have like an inner knowing, like a clear cognizance, Artie. I did that for over a year and made it so much worse that they had to remove it. Had to remove what? I came in on beginning of Sagittarius on wheel, so on natal. I'm on the cusp, but B-Day the 25th of November. Oh, okay. Artie, that's cool. Your meniscus, well, it's not like it's like torn. It's like, it's got like a little bit of pain to it. Like, and on certain days, it doesn't even bother me. It's like only when I do certain things. Like if I try to squat, I feel it. I had actually had an appointment last year. Hi, Danny. I had an appointment last year with an orthopedic surgeon. And then weirdly enough, we had a snowstorm and the surgeon couldn't get into the appointment. I was fine because I have got a Suburban, so I can pretty much go anywhere. But they weren't able to make it. I had a torn meniscus, which got torn again years ago. Oh, no. Marsthons? What's Marsthons, Tracy? As one who puts... Oh, wait. As one who is inpatient twice a week for knee and back, take care of your joints. Okay. Because I was helping somebody running story. Oh, okay. Physical therapy. Yeah. Thanks, Danny. It's not really too bad. Like, I have, like, diclofenac and stuff like that that I can take for it. And some days I don't need that. But I've just been more focused on keeping my kid alive. The last, especially the last 6 months. Your entire life, you have had near-death experiences. And God has me here for a reason. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but you have like your guardian angels and stuff like that will not let you leave this earth unless it is your time. Early 50s here. Yes, take care of your body. I'm trying, honeys. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I was going to tell you guys, there was actually one time where I know it had to be a guardian angel moment because there's this really bad highway in between. It runs from Monroe in Washington State all the way to Falls City, which only if you knew our area, but it runs for a really long ways. And in between Duval and Carnation, it was like the fastest way to get from one town to the other is Highway 203. Very, very dangerous highway. It twists, it turns, it goes along a river. And the road, like if the yellow line is where the tips of my fingers are, the road kind of is like this. So you tend to, if you're going to slide, you're going to go like this. People would get drunk all the time and they would go out, they would drive. One night, I was driving with my friends on Highway 203. My mom hated it when I would get on that freeway, but I did it anyway. Because I would remember always telling her, Mom, when it's my time to go, it's my time to go. So don't worry about... I'm such an idiot kid. Sorry, Mom. But anyway, this car was passing another vehicle. So they were in our lane. This car got so close, I could see the emblem of a T-bird. And I was just like, to this day, I don't understand how that car did not hit us. It should have hit us, but it didn't. And all my friends were in the car and they were like, what the fuck was that? So I wasn't the only one that saw it. It was crazy. Has anybody else had an experience like that? Because it was wild. Yes, be careful though. Our body holds and keeps the score under stress. MS reacts. Listen to the body. Yeah. No, for sure. And with MS, probably favor one side over the other. So you could be unevenly standing, stressing out a knee. Maybe. I feel like my gait's okay though. My walking gait. Like, because when I go to my neurologist and stuff like that, like she'll have me walk back and forth and check that. And that kind of stuff for me so far anyway has been okay, luckily. That's exactly what you've experienced. Isn't that wild when that happens? Hi, Angie. Okay. Why are all these people asking me to co-host with them? The hell? I was probably going to pop off like around 8 o'clock, you guys, just to let you guys know. Just because I want to sit with my husband and watch the rest of the Kraken game. Okie dokie. What the farts, dude? All these people are... I think they want to do those... Yeah, are they the ones where people want to battle? You never have to accept co-hosting, a.k.a. So those are the battles. Okay. That's kind of what I thought. Yeah. Goofballs. I mean, I know people really enjoy it, but I feel like it should be a thing that you set up ahead of time with somebody else and then go on and battle. Not just strangers, you know what I mean? Night, Tracy. Good to see you, sweetie. Thanks, Artie. Just say no. That's what I did. I went boop, and then they went away. Did you, Venia, predictions for the Super Bowl day? I heard her say something a few weeks ago about a team in black, but there's no teams in black left. So I don't know who that would be. Like, I was thinking Oakland, well, they're not Oakland anymore, the Los Angeles Raiders, but they're out. So I think they have the worst record in the NFL. Hi, Kaylee. Yeah, this is only my fourth time going live. You're popping in. I'm getting ready to be done at like 8 p.m. I need to be better about like, I thought I posted a story saying that I was going to be going live just after 6 tonight. And when I went to go start my live, I went to go check and it hadn't fully uploaded. So there was no warning. So... Oh, thank you, Lisa. You guys have been so helpful to me tonight. Oh my gosh, I'm such a newbie. I'm just excited. It's almost 10 here. Just wanted to jump in and say hi. Okay, Kaylee. Well, I hope that you're staying safe with the storms and stuff like that, and that, you know, you guys aren't in any danger or anything like that. That's a cold one coming true, honeys. I'm just excited to be able to have hockey tonight, and then we have the Seahawks game to look forward to. And yeah, I'm just super excited. I love that kind of escapism. And then also just a reminder to you guys, go find your comedy, right? And now we've done this before. No going outside. Yeah. Oh, I could not handle those temperatures. I'm too big of a wuss. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yes, hockey is so good. And it's like a hybrid sport because you get hockey and you also get fighting sometimes. The Seahawks play on Sunday. I believe kickoff is at 3:30 p.m. So I'm excited. And it's, you know, the Rams are going to be a hard team. They are tired as hell, which I'm glad, because they're a hard team to beat. So, but I do feel like I think they're going to pull it off. So, yeah, go Hawks. And two, because it was so funny, my daughter's boyfriend was like, they're not going to win. And he was saying this last weekend against the 49ers. They're not going to win. There's too many young, inexperienced players that haven't played in the playoffs. I'm like, dude, that means that they're hungry, that they want it, that they are out to prove something. And I told Izzy, my daughter, that beforehand. And I was like, you tell him that. And she did. And look what happens. They whooped their ass. Did you see the clip of the goalies fight? I did not. Was that in tonight's Kraken game? I haven't seen the first portion of it. What color are the Rams? The Rams are like a purple and gold, kind of, or yellowish. If you're playing the Rams, You all will win. I really hope so. I really hope so. Because also, what the hell? Not Kyle Shanahan. That's 49ers. The coach of the Rams is so douchey. I don't like him. Hi, Karma. You heard my near death. Your mom fell asleep driving. Thankfully, KS has divided roads with grass. Oh my gosh, that's scary. Rams yellow. Oh, I guess, yeah, they are kind of a blue. Okay. Seahawks will be in the Super Bowl. I hope so. Thanks, Lisa. No, it was against the Panthers and the Sharks. Oh, okay. I'll have to see if I can pull up a clip of it. Dude, sometimes those fights are gnarly. It's wild. Broncos probably won't win this round. Dude, I actually feel bad for them. They've had some really bad luck, especially with their quarterbacks. I'm like, dude, did somebody curse them? Like, what happened? It was hilarious. Okay, I have to write that down. Let me go back to your comments. I'm literally in my meditation journal. I'm going to write down the names. Panthers and Sharks. Panthers and Sharks. And that was from today's game because I want to observe. There's so many different ways to be entertained, you guys. And you know what I do too when I feel like things are getting really heavy here is I stop and I like look to the people of Sunflower Country who are actively like still having like last week, you think, okay, I'll look it up. Who are actively still having like birthday parties and babies and all these different things. Like if they can do what they're doing, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Did anyone see Kai's comments? She isn't sure they are coming through. LOL, Mr. Big Bow on top of your head. Oh, Lisa, thank you. Was that you or whoever sent me the big bow? Thank you so much. Let me see if I can see Kai's. I kind of thought it was weird. The last one I saw was my favorite hockey team is the Colorado Avalanches. I must have missed that one. Kai, have you sent anything since then? We're all like, Kai, let us know you're here. Often on new lives, people can be muted by TikTok until you okay them. What? Oh, she's here. Okay. See, that's what my daughter says, you know, because they always encourage her to speak Spanish at home. And so when I ask her something, she goes, see. I was like, okay. I'm like, do you want me to make you some chicken? She's like, see. If I did root for a football team, I'd probably end up rooting for New Orleans Saints, but I don't know. Yeah. You got to run. Your asthma is kicking up. Oh, I'm sorry, honeys. Feel better, okay, feminine? Yeah, you guys, I think I'm going to scoot too. I think I'm going to go enjoy my hockeys. I'm sorry that I didn't have a pendulum message or oracle card pull today, but I will make sure to try to. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. I will try and pop on tomorrow with one of those. Also, I didn't get shit out of meditation today. I did, well, I shouldn't say that. I got relaxed, so that's good. But no visions that popped into my head or no being brought out of my awareness or anything. But maybe I'll get something tomorrow. I'll go fishing. All right. All right. Good night, all of you guys. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video, okay? Yeah.